Okay. Let's just do a little check real quick. Oh, are we waiting? I don't think we are. Okay. Oh yeah, there we are. I guess we'll just have that in the background to make sure it's stable, but I'm pretty sure all the settings are good. Let me do. This is gonna show up on here, isn't it? Yep. But that's fine. That's the difficulty with this PC with the double monitor. I want to keep some stuff on my second monitor to the side, but then it just brings stuff up all on the primary. Any new window goes on the primary monitor. So I've set everything up already, so I don't think I have to open anything crazy or dox myself in any major way, but we'll see. But introductions. I am Ben. Nice to meet you. I am the co-host of a small little channel called Tales from Delphi National Park, or as I like to call it, Tales from Delphi. This one here, me and my friend Hunter do this. And we talk about mysteries. We talk about more like mysterious events that often defy explanation. So we've talked about the missing 411 cases, a couple of them. We talked about some alien stuff. We talked about Roanoke, which honestly wasn't super mysterious as we got into it, but it was still fun to talk about. And we talked about the Flatwoods Monster from the 60s, I think. That was a while ago. And for this stream, I'm going to be researching our next topic. And the thing is, I don't know. I'm trying to think whether this is something I stream or something I record. I think what I do is I stream it and then I privatize the stream and then we could even change that right now. Bum, bum, bum. No. Why did it do that? Oh, I see. Let's do that now. Let's do unlisted for now. Save. Boom. Okay. Because I'd rather just stream this to YouTube and then have it. The thing is, it'd be nice to have it be like premiered. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with this yet because I want to open source the research process for how we look up stuff for our episodes, but I also don't want to like spoil it ahead of time, if that makes sense. And I haven't really run it by Hunter. He's busy with other stuff right now, so I really won't be able to talk to him about it majorly until after the content of this episode's already been researched. So I'll have to run it by him, but I think honestly, I don't think it matters, but I feel like since I haven't like run it by him specifically, it's probably safer just to wait and not just publicly be like, here's all the stuff we're talking about our next episode. So spoilers. But I also feel like the type of content that this would be, which is just like a stream, very informal, laid back, very non-structured, very boring, I feel like to most people, probably won't garner nearly as much views as our podcast could. So in that sense, I think it doesn't really matter, but I'll have to run it by him. Anyway, what we're going to be talking about today is a very real place. I don't know what this means because it's not. But anyway, what we're going to talk about today, and hello, my dog is walking up next to me. She's going to lie down and chill here. Good girl. Oh, poor Dia. What we're going to talk about today is a place called Helltown, Ohio, which is definitely a real place and not fake and not actually something entirely different from what all the internet articles say. And the reason we're going to talk about it is because, and I'll reveal it here because I unlisted the stream, so I don't think it matters. Hunter and me and two other friends are going to be going here in a couple days to explore. And I don't know if there'll be a lot to see, but there is a story here. There's a story here. So I have a few articles I want to work through real quick. Hopefully like a documentary or two that we can at least work our way part way through. And I'm doing this mainly to start getting some notes down. Let's see here. Which I don't want to separate it this way in the final story, but it is kind of an idea. This whole I've already researched it some. I looked into it a lot like a month ago when Hunter first brought it up, and then I kind of got a sense for what this is, what the internet articles talk about, and what the YouTubers talk about, and what this weird travel channel documentary that's basically just completely made up random crap is talking about, and then the actual story of this area. So I want to start by going through a couple of the articles to kind of just list all the myths. They're pretty short. And it's nice because some of these actually almost go through and then debunk it as they go. Should we switch this one here? Yeah, switch this one. I'm trying to go from like hocus pocus to more grounded. But yeah, I think let's just get into it because I feel like any yapping I'm going to do probably will just be covered by the amount of words we're going to read today. We're starting with the Atlas Obscura article. This is just like a website / book that just talks about a bunch of, I think, paranormal / historical stuff. It's a mixture there. But this kind of talks to us about Peninsula, Ohio, which is interesting because this actual town has many names. I'm guessing Peninsula is the county because that's how this website lists it. Let's actually see if we can go here on, oh yes, Apple Maps through DuckDuckGo. Okay. Because they're talking about Main Street. I have Google Earth opened. This is interesting. So first of all, Helltown, Ohio, the whole general idea is that it's this abandoned town that has all these paranormal phenomena surrounding it. I have it pulled up on Google Maps here, which is interesting because if you pull out from here real quick, I wonder if I can just go, I should be able to find this pretty quickly. It's between Akron and Pennsylvania. It's in what is actually Cuyahoga Valley National Park. And you have here Main Street, which is where like Atlas Obscura lists it. Like, oh, here's this Main Street where there's this abandoned town. But that's not really true. Like you go here in Google Maps now, and like things have changed over the years, but you go there for 2024, and this is a clearly inhabited area. Some older places. Okay. Sorry about that. Just talking to my sister a little bit. But as you can see, Main Street's here, still inhabited. I don't think it was ever abandoned, and if it was, it isn't anymore. What I think most people are actually talking about is this road next to it, Stanford. In this area here, there used to be a bunch of houses, and a lot of these were actually abandoned from like the 70s onward, and we'll get into why that was in a minute. But if you go here, there's this location, and I'm probably going to add this to the notes. I was just on it. I might be past it. No, it's back. It's back here. As you can see here, past this point, all the Google Street stuff is from like 2011. I'm pretty sure that's the most recent. There's also 2008, which is always creepy to me how like you have like newer Google Map stuff that's always like nicer cameras, so it always looks just happier in general, brighter, and then you have like the old 2008 camera, which is just like a horror movie. It's like a But yeah, oh, it's right around here. It's right past here. Is it? Dude, I had this marked and then is that it? Because there's the map right here, 2024, right? It's past this point. It's around this curve. There's this blocking sign right here. And it marks it as like road closed, which you can still hike here, as far as I know. There's even like a YouTube video we have here where this guy's like surviving the night in Helltown and like nothing happens. Which is funny.
With us, you're
Like
gonna want to check this out.
Just this intro. So good. It's just them walking on a road and then they found like it's a thing written in the road. But yeah, there's a cemetery, oh my gosh. And it's a part 1, but I don't think there ever was a part 2. Because there's nothing really there anymore. Which is why we're going. But this is that sign that demarcates or marks where you would be entering what is Helltown. And there used to be a bunch of abandoned houses there because used to be like a town and then people left. But then those houses in around 2016, 2017 were torn down. So now on Google Maps, you go here and it's just like that. But what's interesting is 2011, the sign, the road blockage isn't here. I wonder if in 2008 it is. No. There's like concrete here. And if you go to like 2011, you see the concrete's still there. And you go back just enough to 2024, and there's this marker. That's kind of like the line. Is it here? No. I wonder if it's farther back. Because there's an older marker that was much more like metal, much more creepy looking, that you can find photos of. Man, old Google Maps is crazy. Is it all the way back here? No, because there's not a metal road. Let me show you the picture I'm referencing. I think it's up here. No. Oh, yep, right here. This is the big one that everyone like shows in all of their things, which is admittedly does look creepy. And I'm pretty sure it used to be blocked this way like that. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure. Because I feel like this could just be an image that's circulated a bunch. So if it doesn't show up in the 2008 one, that's why I'm going to get a little suspicious because I'm like, what? To be fair, though, this camera is blurry as hell. I don't know why they're putting the text of the road. But they refer to that sign, regardless of where it is, as like the end of the world. Do we have 2011? 2011 is so much better. Is it up here, maybe? But as you can see, it's like basically a rundown road, and there's not really anything here. It's weird because 2016 is where when the houses were torn down. But there's not really any houses I'm seeing in 2011. So now I'm double guessing myself in terms of like what the video, whether I'm basing my conclusions off of what that YouTube video showed. Or maybe the road close sign is even further out than we thought. Is it up here? That's what we're going to find out. That's blocked off. Is this it? Okay, but there's just a guy there. That's kind of crazy. Oh, is this it? Oh, the road just stops. Let's zoom out. I wonder if it's past that point. Interesting. Yeah, it's the same. It just looks so much more metal in 2011. And then it just kind of goes down into a trail of some kind. But I need to figure out, where does that end of the world Helltown, Ohio photo location? It's this one. It's the one that all of them use. It's on the Atlas Obscura one. The Road to Nowhere row. And that could be it. That's what this guy's kind of saying, is that this is that, which kind of works. But I'm not sure. Does he have another picture? No, it's just these two. The picture above is what I think is the Road to Nowhere. The second picture is the actual street, which is apparently standard road. It's the first picture, the same area as the second. They're referencing here the Kredge property, which is its own thing. Seriously though, the first picture. Go to the left and turn right to head back to the parking lot and head for the tree line. The first picture, which is this one, right? They're saying go to the left. That's where the guy's like house is. They mean like go down this road here to the left. Slaughtering runaway children, then dropping them into the shed. A few runs at Brandywine Ski. So many great memories. This guy's so epic. He's so edgy. So they go left and turn right ahead to the back of the parking lot and head for the tree line. That's very confusing instructions. You'll find a house foundation. That's where the hippie house is located. The rumor was they took runaway kids, raped and killed them, and buried them in the woods and threw some over the falls. That was back in the 60s and 70s. Oh, so long ago. If you go up Brandywine Road to the bike trail, turn right. It's overgrown railroad bed. Follow the bridge abutment to where the bridge collapsed back in the 1800s. Camped overnight there with a friend. Won't do it again. That's what I feel like a lot of these spooky locations are. It's just like, oh, I went to a spooky place that was abandoned. That's Brandywine Creek. I assume, oh, this is the Brandywine Trail, and maybe this is the bridge over it. The Gorge Trail. Oh, that looks like a nice bridge. Looks like they fixed it. Wow. But they said go up Brandywine Road to the bike trail. Is there a road? Oh. And here's the little trailhead. I bet that's something. There's the falls. There's the waterfalls. Can we get a picture of that? Oh, and that's where the whole thing where it's like, oh, the kids. They're torturing our kids. No. Oh, that's kind of really pretty. Stunning. Worth the visit. Wow. I'm guessing there's not a collapsed bridge anymore. Um, there's the bike and hike trail. That just goes. It's really up here where it kind of. Because this is where it literally is around where this road ends. So I wonder if there's any houses, because everyone just walks up this street, right? I want to see where these guys go. Not these guys. These guys. Because they go up the head. Oh, it looks like this is. Do they transition?
Small area. Here it's just literally it's about as crazy as it gets. All this stuff wrapped up into one small area.
True. It's all there. It's all real. I don't know what route they took. But I'm assuming is they just kept going straight past that guy's house, and that's probably what the transition was. And then I know this trail just eventually leads out to the Brandywine Falls area, which would make sense with here. You go here, or you can turn right. Oh, I see. And you can also go left here. And then if we go back, that's Latta Lane. Oh, I wonder what's up there. That'd be interesting to explore because that's just completely cut off. And worst come to worst, we can honestly just follow this trail around and then come back up. But Latta Lane might be cool to search. There's just not much. Let's just do end of the world. This is just kind of PMO, bro. The abandoned village, now colorfully known as Helltown, is purportedly teeming with crybaby bridges. What's a crybaby bridge? I've never heard that term before. Is that like numerous bridges in the U.S. associated with urban legends or ghost stories? Oh, where you can hear the sound of a crying baby. Oh, all these terms. The church is like, okay, there's this church that has a certain design where it looks like, oh, it's an upside down cross, it's satanic, but it's just like a random ass church. If you go here, no, I want to maximize this. I want this to be my whole thing. It's like all the way down here. Like it's not the same town. It's this one, the Mother of Sorrows Church. Like you could see right there. That's it. But they say like this is a part of Helltown. Spooked school buses, mass human sacrifice scenes. This is just the basement of some abandoned barn that's maybe still standing. That's just one of the parts along that trail that we saw earlier. And then they have photos like the roads in the town as of November 2019. Most of the buildings are still standing, have returned to shops or information centers. This is just the houses. They might be information centers, but there's just a guy in a truck there. Like there's towns here that still have people in them. They're not completely abandoned. Helltown flattened, sadly. Oh, this is just showing like how they actually got rid of the abandoned houses, which is good. There's that. Oh. The church is still standing but privately owned. It's like, yeah, sure. Mists walking down Stanford, which Stanford is that road we saw. So that's cool how we can kind of at least link and be like, okay, the one that actually is what we're talking about, even though they give this, is Stanford Road. Why is this temporarily closed? So basically, we would just, and then here they even show like it's not like, oh no, we're not supposed to be here. It's like, no, it's right there. Stanford Trailhead Project. Thanks to these contributions of those who invested. Can we get a little closer to this? So you can see it goes up. I don't know what that red dot is. Let's see if we can read this from here. That's better. Stanford Trailhead Project. This is the road, and then it goes up. And then I guess the idea is that past that road closed sign, you're on just like abandoned road, which is pretty far up. It's up more than halfway, like right around here. And then there's the Stanford Trail, which worst come to worst, we could always just walk around. But I'm pretty sure we can just sneak by. Just walk by, because I'm sure there's people who walk by here all the time, and then just go along these trails. Because I think the idea is that that is where the main part of the abandoned town is. And there used to be like a bunch of abandoned houses all throughout here. But now most, if not all of them, have been torn down. Except for the barn, which I don't even know if they see in this one. Because they kind of just like walk along the main road and just don't explore anywhere. It's really pretty there when they go. But yeah, we can just like essentially go when we visit just throughout here. Because I think this is the main area that everybody talks about. And there's like a cemetery. We can go look at that too. There's this trail. The paper mill site. But it looks like the idea here is that like the actual town that was abandoned is much bigger. Where even is the Kajeki site or whatever? I have a tab open for it. Kredsi. So we're right here, right? Kredsi dump. Let's see how far away we end up. Oh, we're pretty close. Yeah. So there's this. And I think when we're here, we'll also just probably drive by here. Which if you go here, it's just this. Like it's this. But this used to be a dump. And when, as in the real story, which we'll talk about, basically the government bought up a bunch of this land to be part of the national park that they formed. They figured out that this dump, which they bought from a guy after they bought it from him, that it was like heavily polluted with a bunch of like different chemicals that had soaked into the ground, and it took them like years and years to clean it all up and get it suitable for nature to grow back. So that'd be a fun place to stop, probably just along this road here and just kind of walk around and check it out. Again, not much really to see here in terms of spooky stuff. There's the end of the world. Honestly, I'm tired of separating it this way. There's the Kredsi. Oh, excuse me. Kredsi dump / like toxic waste dump. I'll just do that as like that's the place. Oh, what else is there here? What? Oh, I just kind of want to go through these pictures real quick. There's the Helltown barn. Oh, which I'm pretty sure this one and this one are still standing, but they're like completely renovated now. Which is fun. So all abandoned houses were torn down in the summer of 2016, and most of Helltown is now part of the national park nearby, which is interesting because it always was. It's just the government took 50 years after actually establishing as initially I think a reservation or something. There's some word for it. It's like a reserve, and then they made it a park in like 2000, and then they actually started They had worked on, it's a big park, so they had worked on different areas, but this area was kind of neglected for a while, and then eventually was made, like the old houses were finally torn down, and then you could actually have it be a national park, like a nature park. There's nothing to see here anymore. Boston Cemetery remains with stories of hauntings. Oh, abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike is crazy. Extreme folklore surrounding the region formerly known as Boston, Ohio, which is not Boston, Ohio. It's Boston Mills, Ohio, I'm pretty sure. Like if you go here, if we zoom out, I wonder, do they have a, hide that, see more dates. Dude, you can even see back then. This looks much more like, oh, something definitely used to be built here. There used to be some sort of crap here. And then over time, oh, you can even see. That's cool. Like this is 2011. And I'm pretty sure they bought this back in the 70s. So you can see even back here, they're still working. There's still concrete up and old roads where I'm sure you used to drive in. And it's not really until 2014 you start to see like, oh, they've actually, and you can see they fenced off so that the grass can grow. And now it's just this lovely little park for bird watching, which is great. Happy story. Happy times. So that's Krej Key. This is what it looked like in the 80s. You can see it's just terrible. And they used for burning trash, dumping scrap metal. And they acquired it in 1985 after the recreation area was created in the 70s. They thought it was just an old junkyard. The guy moved out. And then there was a person collecting bottles on the site becoming ill. A bunch of people started having like bad symptoms. And then they figured out that there was just a bunch of toxic chemicals. You can see here, this isn't on the site, but the idea is like a bunch of barrels just leaking horrible chemicals like arsenic, heavy metals, carcinogens. And then they had to like, I think there's a lawsuit. This is part of it and what it used to look like and how it was just like this irradiated site essentially. And they finished in December of 2020, which is great. You know, they did it eventually. But anyway, what was I talking about? I guess back here. Oh, Boston Mills. I want to go to the Google Doc. I guess this is different. No, it's literally, I mean, they say Boston Cemetery, but it's Boston Mills Road. If you zoom out here, Boston, there's a ski resort nearby. Oh, I wonder if one of my friends would actually like that. What is it? What are the pictures like here? Show me. Oh, that'd be fun. Dude, that's sick. Honestly, it doesn't look like there's that much hills. I think this is some simple ones. That's kind of fun. Does it have good reviews? 4 out of 5 isn't bad. It's literally right across the river. I need to let them know about that. But it's Boston Mill. It's in Peninsula, Ohio. That's the county. We're still to say it's in Peninsula, Ohio. Like nobody knows what any of these words mean. You know, it's just like, it's here in the place, in the word that I found when I Google searched it once. But yeah, they call it Boston. I mean, I guess you could say it's Boston, Ohio, which I mean here, Ohio, is ironic. The extreme folklore is ironic since the only verifiable legend about the town is that it is deserted for a frighteningly tragic reason. Founded in 1806, Boston Village's original claim to fame was its standing as the oldest village in Summit County, which it's in Peninsula County, so that's even more confusing. Boston's relatively uneventful life took a turn for the worse in 1974 when it became the unlucky victim of nationwide anxiety over the country's disappearing forest land. Using the laws of eminent domain, President Gerald Ford signed a bill that gave the federal government National Park Service jurisdiction to expropriate land for the establishment of national parks. The NPS decided that Boston Township, which even here they're calling it something different, would be the new home of Cuyahoga National Park, which also, again, I don't mean to keep correcting, but like, this is Boston. This is the park. Like, you also have Everett. You also have, which I think is why I even wrote it here, Boston Mills, Boston Heights. It's multiple towns. It's at least like 2, if not more. It's a big park. Peninsula, which is also a town, I guess, because they just label it here. It's a village. So then I'm like, why is it called Boston? An unincorporated community in Summit County. So it is actually Summit County. Is this in Summit County, you think? Summit County. And then Everett is down here somewhere. Historic Everett Covered Bridge. Where's that big word? There it is. Summit County. So it's this whole section here. And as you can see, there's still places that are labeled as like towns. Or at least like, there's even, what? What is this? Is there a roller coaster here? Huh? What is this? What? Studebaker Studios? Sure. Why not? I don't understand what this is. But there's like a bunch of houses here, and these aren't abandoned. They have a post office. They have Heritage Classic Academy, where we learn about our heritage and our classical. Like, this is a populated area. They got Winking Lizard Peninsula. What is this? Oh, dude, this looks hard. Hundreds of beer choices. Crazy. I'm going to open this. Oh. Hmm. I might have to stop on by. And that's the thing, like, we got the Mother of Sorrows Church. You guys can see that right there. And then right next to it is the Winking Lizard Peninsula, like, pub. And then Fisher's, which also just looks like a chill restaurant. Chill kind of bar type thing. Nom nom. And to even get up, where's the cheese factory? Oh, is this like a historical site? This doesn't look like a real cheese factory. But to even get up, they got a coffee shop. You go up Riverview, I suppose. Go past a bunch of what look like pretty standard neighborhoods. Let's get a closer look at this haunted area. It's just like a town. Like it's just like a pretty like rural place in the Midwest. It's just normal houses. Okay, I don't know how it went backward from that key mouse command, but is this the freaking Kretschke thing? No, I don't think it is. You follow this up, right? Sorry, Google Maps does something. Got the turnpike, right? You just go up and you're like, oh, I have parking here, right? So you can park here. Boston Mills Visitor Center. trailhead, river access, kayak boat launch. You can park right here. There's like parking even, dude. You can go under the turnpike. It's right here. Everything is here. This isn't haunted. Then you get here and it's like, oh, some houses. And I'm pretty sure these are like a lot of these like visitor center ones. They're preserved historical monuments. Is there anything? Yes, this is a generic photo. Is this parking right here? It looks like staff parking. But then you get up here and there's the Stanford House. Which they have these photos here. I'm wondering if the barn is like literally right here. It is. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you can even stay in this place. It's like a little inn. That's it right there. And then is the barn just like behind it? Because you see cars in the... That's what I'm like, this isn't haunted. And I know like maybe like it wasn't this nice before, so it's spooky because it's an abandoned house. Can we go up here? Oh. Oh. Well, we can go right here, right? Let's see if we can peek at that barn. It's right there. That's what I'm saying. He's right back there. There's a school bus. This is not haunted. There is a haunted school bus, though, that they talk about. So maybe that's what that one is. But I don't know, man. I was interested in this story mainly because I feel like there is like an actual story here, but the paranormal side of it is not it. Because like this is just a house. And then I'm pretty sure that barn and that other one are like the last ones that are left standing. There's apparently one right here. Is that true? Oh, there is. Oh, yeah, we saw that one. I wonder if somebody still lives there. It looks like they do. Oh, it's 2011, though. It might not even be standing there. I think in the most recent video I could find, there's a guy who went there twice, and I think in his more recent video, that house was gone. So, but like it's spooky enough. We'll be able to walk down this road and be like, whoa. It would be cool if the houses were still standing because that would, I feel like, add some character. But that's why I got to write a good document, man. That's the writer's burden, you know, to tell the story. I do appreciate this article because it looks like they actually, sorry. I appreciate this article because it looks like they do actually try to tell the truth about it, even though it's the Atlas Obscura. So basically, the citizens, a lot of them were just forced to leave their homes, which there's even documentaries about this from like PBS back in like the 70s and 80s. These full-on like frontline episodes where it's just about this town and how they were forced out. The empty homes were boarded up and adjourned with the U.S. no trespassing sign. The government quickly fell behind on its plan to create the park, and the village sat neglected. The remaining buildings, remnants of a vanished town, have created a fertile soil for the innumerable urban legends that have popped up over the years. And that's literally it. This is Helltown. It's just a bunch of people were forced to leave their homes, and then the government didn't really like get around to actually fixing up that place, getting them torn down, making it a national park until like 40, 50 years later. So you're a kid in the 80s, and you know about this abandoned series of houses in the woods. Of course, that's going to spark rumors, you know, including ones by parents, probably to keep them from going out there, to keep the kids from going out there. The hellish aura was only continued when the National Park Service acquired the Kredge dump. Rangers visiting the site became ill. It was soon discovered that the dump was highly polluted with toxic chemicals and improperly disposed of. So there's that. There's, I guess up here, there's what is it, like 1974, Gerald Ford signs law to make Cuyahoga national like recreation area. includes towns of Boston, Peninsula, I don't know how to spell peninsula. There's no way that's it. Is that what it is? Oh, it's peninsula. That's how you say it, but I've never noticed that second N. I don't know why. And Everett, which we'll get into Jared Ford stuff in a minute. Acquired by NPS in 1985. Rangers became ill from toxic chemicals, major cleanup, and restoration until 2020. Literally 2020. It soon discovered that the dump was highly polluted, blah, 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 blah. The dump became a Superfund site, and as of 2015, it's wrapping up restoration of the area. There have been a number of myths surrounding the vacant properties, but some of them have been a bit more durable than others. There is a Presbyterian church, which is not true. It is a Catholic church, which is said to have been built by Satanists, complete with upside-down crosses, which is just so funny. How does this even start? Because it's just a church. Like, you go here. Where is it? It's literally right in this town, right here. It's a church. People, like real people, go there until to this day. It's just you can go to their website. It's just so funny to me that this poor church is like viewed as like satanic. I mean, look at it. It's just a Catholic church, a small Catholic church. And they're like, oh, look at the upside down cross. I'm pretty sure like there's like a specific word, a specific type of architecture that is just of that style. I don't know if it's Gothic. I feel like that's a big word to just throw around, but it's something where this like design flourish is added, not intentionally as like an upside down cross, just as I mean, it could be even then. I don't know. I don't understand facets of Catholic theology. I know Peter was crucified upside down, so I don't know if maybe references to that are a good thing. I'm not sure at all. I'm very ignorant on that. So, but like, it is admittedly like the Midnight Mass church. Like literally, I think. Like if you look at this one, like the series, this is a much more worn down version of it. But like you kind of get the idea of like, oh, this old kind of Gothic style Catholic church. Which great show, by the way, Midnight Mass. Midnight Mass. These are all the same picture, dude. Oh, and they have the schedule. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. That's not satanic. I'm gonna just write down satanic. Mother. Damn. I was typing sorrows, but spelled wrong. Satanic cult church. Can I just get the address of it real quick? So I can just have it on the map. Did I close that tab? Am I crazy? Am I stupid? No, I went to the website for the show. I think I closed it once let's just type in Mother of Sorrows, Catholic Church, Ohio. Yep, let's just locust to your crops, bro. Boom. So that's that. That's the picture that these sites just throw around as like, who knows? And it's like, what do you mean who knows? You can go there. We can go to service if we wanted. The abandoned bus, which also is just not, I don't know if there's any actual evidence of there being an abandoned bus. This is what the house used to look like. It would be nice if this barn was still run down. I mean, it wouldn't be nice, but it would kind of be nice. Which is just funny because this article is just like Ben Stiller. It's like, huh? Vintage news. Is this actually it? Let me look up Helltown abandoned bus, Ohio. That's real. Dude, that's real. I mean, those are just different ones. That's a different one. All these different photos, dude. This is just a photo of like, I bet this is the actual sign. Because when you go to that video of that guy,
Here we are, guys.
this is it, right? Like that's, I mean, it could just be the fact that it's a similar sign. But this is closer. This looks more, even then, I don't think this is it. But do we have anything about that bus? Anything about the bus? There even sits an abandoned school bus. Many stories tell of. An abandoned school bus was discovered along the road. Ooh, can I just go to Reddit? I'm just shop for it. Can I go to Reddit? Found a bus. Oh. This doesn't look real. Like the caution school bus. This must be super old. That's metal, dude. Yeah, also, where is the chassis of that bus? That's not at all. Oh, photos. These are the why don't you cry for me? Bom, bom. It's so metal. These are the barn and house that I'm pretty sure sit next to the visitor center, but I'm not sure. They might be separate. I know that if we go in this one, Helltown, Ohio barn, there's like a video of a guy. This is the one from 7 years ago, but there's a more recent one. I like how they said the government evacuated the town.
So it was a mass evacuation, if you will.
That's a word for it.
There was a...
That's like a slaughterhouse or something. That's 4 years ago. Where's the one that's really recent? Is it this one? No, that's the guy who does the really good breakdown of it. The Untold Story. Is this a drone?
What pops into your head when you hear Helltown, Ohio?
What is this edit?
What pops into what pops
What is going on?
What pops into your head?
Like, what is this town too? Like, what is this? Like, what's the point of this? Is it like, oh, it was Hell something like Helsinki or Helen, but now it's Helltown. Oh, elevation 6,000
When you hear
feet.
Helltown, Ohio, the crazy cults, devil worshippers, killers.
True.
Well, new python slithering through the forest, an abandoned bus full of bodies. Well, the legends of Helltown, Ohio run rampant. In this video, I'm going to give you the truth of all of them, with my own personal experiences with some. And so if you guys
That's
like
that
these random
house.
videos, please subscribe.
So the sign back then.
Well, the legends of Helltown, Ohio run rampant.
This road closed sign, which if we go to the map. Let's go to Boston, Ohio. I guess it is just Boston. Yeah, it's Boston. Okay, actually no. Stop. Stop, little man. They're claiming the sign used to be right here. Oh, right here. Like right here. Back in 2011, that house was still there. Isn't this 2024? So I guess the house is, or is this past? All this stuff is past the sign that is back here. Around like, I don't know why that selected all that. Whoa, we're in warp speed right now. I think we're right on the border. Yep. Because that's the new sign. But that's the road to nowhere. Which the position of the sign isn't super important. It's generally just past the Stanford House, it seems. I did just want to see because this guy seems to have like drone footage, and he like is actually gone.
Township Church. But many people speculate the church was home to a cult that conducted black masses.
Which also, like, this is not the church. That's the other. This is the Methodist one. There's not even a Presbyterian one in the town, as far as I can tell. There's the school bus, which just says
Satanists, the ones, you know, from the church, obviously. The house in the woods. The legend states there's an abandoned house in the woods, not really in the woods. My experience with this place is I've seen many people actually rent this place out, have parties and stuff there. There's actually a parking lot, and it's
so.
actually a
This
pretty
is
nice
that
area.
one, but then there's another one, and this is.
Now we have the abandoned barn. This legend has many, many different parts to it. One, it's a cult hideout. That's why the abandoned Stanford Road that I'll be showing a video of has the red blocks with the road closed. It's actually put there by the National Park Service, so that'll tie into the next theory.
Well, people just go
Anyways,
there though.
But or it's
And this is a
practice
separate
there, or
video
someone
he's
killed themselves inside
using.
the barn. Well,
Does he
I don't know
credit
the
these guys?
legitimacy of
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
he does.
But
Special
the
things.
truth is, most of that didn't happen. I don't know about anybody getting hurt in there, but there is graffiti in the broken down area next to it, like 666 and stuff. But on the original barn, there's not really any graffiti.
I don't think
No,
you can
it's
go
open
inside
now,
this
so if you guys
barn
wanna go.
anymore.
So, the end of the world road. Well, this legend states that you get bad luck or death that anyone comes on this road because at night the road is possessed and evil
Oh,
forces
and this
will
is
be
where it
crashed.
turns.
Very
I
legit.
see.
The truth is that the Stanford Road is actually closed off as a very twisty road with big dips. That it was the end of the world. So many people would get hurt.
And that's what it looks like now.
but
Yeah.
The road is closed off. There's many closed road signs, but I've walked down this road multiple times. It's very
Which I guess but that's the thing. This one. That is not. Uh, it's not that, you know. Like, there's no way that this was just that overgrown. There's not enough trees around it. This, I think, is later on where that road ends essentially, and then it becomes a trail. Which this is just that. It's just they've like changed it. Or no, it's not even that at all. Like this was at a different place.
exhausting walk. Let me tell you.
Oh gosh, okay.
But the road is closed off. There's many closed road signs, but I've walked down this road multiple.
I'm pretty sure this is earlier on or later on. There's that place like right here. I feel like is where that ended up being, where this is, which I guess now it's a little further up. I think those rocks would be like up here somewhere. Can I see them from here? No, I can't. Also, maybe these are it. Like it's just they've changed the foundation of it again and again. It's like right here and here. I'm going to use that pole as a reference point. Yeah, it's about, because this is the pole here, right? And then it zooms us so far, right? Whoa. But then also that's the pole right there. And then the rock is right here. Whereas back here, it's right here. It does look closer, honestly, here. So maybe it was a little farther back and they moved the rocks, or there was new rocks or something. Sorry, the thing, for some reason, the thing stuck in my head is that clip from the new Cardi song that keeps getting memed where Kendrick is on it. And he's like, Cardi, my evil twin. Cardi, my evil twin. Peak songwriting. True, they never went to the actual Helltown. It is at the first curve in the road hidden in the trees. So they're saying the slaughterhouse. Oh, the barn, that one that we were talking about. Bro, where does my Google Maps thing keep going? Am I closing it? I'm going crazy. I'm not consciously closing that tab. They're saying it's like right here, right? Oh, it is. Dude, they even have it marked. It's right back here, right? Pretty sure it's down this way. Oh, that's good to know. Slaughterhouse. I'll say abandoned barn / slaughterhouse. I'm doing it in quotes because I'm not sure it's true. It's more a fantastical claim. At the major curve in Stanford Road. Stanford. Can I just like copy this address? Behind the trees. Yep. Where is this one? It's a little bit south. There used to be a giant stadium, apparently, where they'd have what's the Cleveland name? The Cavaliers. I'm pretty sure they'd have the Cavaliers play, which is what this I think this one is. Yes. It was the Richfield Coliseum, and it got torn down in like 2000. But it was this giant, massive, like stadium. And this video, this guy who goes in. It's got a really loud. But I love this video. It's such a vibe. And it's right down the road. Also, it was torn down as well. It was like right here. Yep. They had Kiss there, bro. They had games. Massive parking lot.
Can't really see too much.
Speeding up a little bit. Such a vibe, though. This is this abandoned building, and he's on like a camcorder. He goes in the locker room. Yeah. Is perfect, like analog horror. Not analog horror, but just like a perfect like found footage horror. But yeah, that's that. And I have the thing pulled up here. It's at that intersection. Well, it makes sense. It's like right along the turnpike. It's along 2 major highways. It's also funny about this whole area because this is also along 2 major highways. This is a very detailed map. I appreciate this. That's the Stanford house, which this is pretty long when you actually like walk it, right? So I'm wondering, the thing is when you look at the Google map, which again, I closed it. I swear it's closing on its own. I want to go back to this footage and just see. I'm going to watch me X out this tab real quick. I did. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? I don't understand. think. Oh, that's me. Um. Hmm. Hmm. There's parking up here, right? But when we went down here, wasn't this kind of blocked off? Oh, geez. Oh, man. That's old. You go to it now and look how fresh it looks. Wow. That's so cute. What'd they say up here? They say like work ahead or something? I think you can drive up this though. No parking on the street, but you just follow it up because there's like houses up here. Oh yeah, we can definitely drive up this. No outlet. Yep, we know that. We go up, so we don't even have to walk. That's good. It's just a nice narrow road. What does this orange sign say? Road's closed ahead. Yep, we know. But it'd be right in here. And there's a parking lot up there, as you can see. So we would just park there and then walk up here. Go along this road. Check out the slaughterhouse. Oh, and the that house if it's still standing, which I don't know if it is. Do we have a satellite overlay? Ooh, this is helpful. This is so old. Where is this from? This is like 2008. Dude, can you see like the abandoned houses? Oh, there's the barn. That is pretty far back. Oh, we want to definitely go up this way. Yep. Follow this trail up into there. I wonder. This is also interesting because like how do you claim they're hiding stuff? I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. But how do you claim they're hiding stuff when there's like a satellite image? I guess you're just like, which also, okay. I just said that, but like, look at this. These are from different times, right? This is from a different time. I bet these are much more modern pictures than what these are. These look older. These look less detailed, which is kind of interesting. Okay, this looks more modern. And these are the two houses that we'll go look at. It's the big barn, and then there's this kind of more decrepit structure. This is where that house would be, which I guess is still standing. Maybe somebody even lives there. I don't know. That'd be kind of weird if the road was closed. But I think the idea is that you have this stuff, and there used to be a bunch of houses up here. There's some sort of shed up here. Oh, and that's where this road goes, right? Yeah. So we could just walk up here. I don't think this is majorly problematic. There's some sort of shed. Honestly, that kind of looks like maybe a person's house. I can't tell. What is this? That's ski resort. And that's the other thing too. Like this is the ski like this let's see. That's the ski resort, right? I'm kind of turned around right now. Where's the turnpike? Oh, that's a different ski resort. Oh, what is this one? That's Brandywine, whereas the one across is Boston Mills, which this one looks like it's got like 3 major sets of hills. And then this one up here honestly looks a little bigger. They've got a little more going on. But like this trail just leads up to like a random shit at the top of the hill. I'm guessing it's probably just some like maintenance thing, but like there's not other houses. Maybe there used to. I mean, there definitely were. The problem is like finding a layout of them. But like this is that you can go along Stanford Trail. You can go all along this. But this is where Helltown would be. This is where everyone says it is. This is where the road to nowhere is. And the only reason they say that is because you walk around it enough and then eventually it becomes a trail. And a trail is kind of scary. And it wasn't finished back then. Like it wasn't a well demarcated trail. It was just a road that kind of and it got really small and then like was in the woods. But the thing is like you walk this route and you get to like here, you're basically halfway through already. Like you're basically you just keep following it and then you'll be out in a nice little parking lot, which wasn't as nice back then before, but you know. Oh, I don't even know where we are gonna be at. What is this over here? Oh, this is older stuff too. Oh, that's interesting. What is this? What is this? Misty Mist? That's suspicious. I'm guessing this is just like someone's personal property. Or maybe it was just misty that day. Who knows? But yeah, this is the area. I wonder if you could look up. Okay, I'm going out of the map now. Boston, Ohio, abandoned buildings map. Yeah, that's the road. This is not. This is just from Reddit, and this is even the church. Ah! A series of hidden tunnels deep within the forest. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Sure, maybe that's it. What is this? Wait, what is this? Why did Blumhouse post about this? Huh? Is this real? It goes to a dead link. Satanist Ghosts and Haunted Roads. When did that Travel Channel come out? 2017. It might have genuinely just been like a promotional thing for this. It genuinely, I would 100% believe that Blumhouse being involved in that because that documentary is basically just like a found footage movie. That's it's basically a really bad Blair Witch Project where it's like here's this footage we found and we're gonna have experts talk about it, like documentary style, and it also like is all fake. Do we have anything? We have all these pictures, but none of these are real. Like this isn't. There's no way to at least verify that any of this stuff is real. That's in Cleveland. I mean, like, yeah. But it was just like a local thing that became like a big internet thing, I guess, partly because of that documentary and because of other things. I just need to add that in somewhere. Like miscellaneous notes. Just like Blumhouse tweet. That was Distractify, right? Distractify, yep. Sorry, that's just so strange to me because it's just out of context completely. But yeah, we got that. I'm trying to cover all like the big things we could visit, and then we'll get into the actual details of this part later. Point of Stanford Road. Where road closed sign is varies depending. I'll say has varied. But generally past the Stanford. Is it the Stanford home? House? Is that what it is? That's the Stanford barn. Let's go to maps. Let's try the Apple map one real quick, just because I do kind of want to see what they have laid out. Because they labeled it as like the road, and then the road ends, and then it goes along a bunch of trails, which this could be interesting. They kind of follow some of these trails back, see if there's any like signs of like remains. And this is probably where we could spend most of. How big is this area? It's not crazy because like that's 750 feet. This is half a mile. So the road itself, I mean, that's kind of big. That's like a mile till you get to the end of it. And then from Stanford House, it's probably another mile. So it's probably a 2 mile walk just up this road, which is pretty big. And then it's just a bunch of trails, which I figure we could look at this place here. We could if we wanted to go up here just to see what that building is. But I feel like it'd probably be better just to walk along this, which would be pretty far. Like, I don't know. It'd be pretty far to walk. Well, that's the thing. Now this is half a mile. Oh, that was a fourth of a mile, I think. Oh, well, that makes it a little better. Like, this is half a mile. So there'd be a mile just to get to the end of it. Be a mile there. Be half a mile here. So we could probably walk this whole thing in a couple hours if we just want to do the big loop. And just like check out different trail ends. I'm trying to think. We'd probably just walk up the road, right? What is this? Hostelling, like a hostel, I guess. We park up here, right? And then we just go up. Go up, slaughterhouse, go through. If we want, out of like peak curiosity, we could go up this way. But I think the better way would be to go around. And we could go all the way down. We could probably just do a really big loop, right? If we wanted to, we could go across. We'd probably go across to here, right? And then we go down and we do a pretty comprehensive down through here. Probably like a 2-3 mile. And we could do it so that it's like a mile. There and back would be a mile, and then there and back would be like 2 miles. So probably like a 4 to 5 mile walk. Nothing insane. But yeah. Do we have satellite? That's what I want to do. What are they saying here? This is just a put there by someone, I think. There's the house, which I don't even know if that's here anymore. But we go up. There's this guy, which we'll visit. Does it show what's up here? Okay, now it shows no. Depends on no when. That's legal. Is there a date to this satellite imagery? No, that's interesting. We would just go like here, then we go around through here. I'll say like old map. That's Cuyahoga, right? I'm looking for anything that like is reminiscent. Is it this maybe? I don't know. Old maps of Boston Township. Discover history. Just subscribe. Yeah, they weren't demolished until 2016. This literally explains it. Owing to delays, several private homes and other buildings purchased by the U.S. Park Service to be added to the national park stood vacant for decades. The area became known as Helltown, which is just the Snopes thing. And then this is some random article about it.
Low in the teens. A warming trend by Friday, sunny with a high in the 40s on Friday. Chris Fall reporting, Channel 36 News.
Heavenly Father, let us go among them.
What is this?
We're walking tall and proud in Helltown. Care of business.
Ooh, this looks freaky. They're there. Wow. Sure, might as well add it to the list. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm just trying to get like big things to fill in. But is there like a Boston Mills, Ohio map from like 1970? Anything like that? That's such a big photo. Wow. But that's what it used to. It used to be like a, kind of like a smaller rural town. I know they had a paper mill. There was a big paper mill. Oh, they had the gas station. Wow. Water-powered mill, a large warehouse, 2 stores, and a hotel with some of the businesses in the village. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. I feel like I'm looking in the wrong place for stuff like this. Oh, they literally have like the ski resort. I kind of want to try Google next. Because this is just like, oh, thanks. It's real helpful. Yeah, Durham, North Carolina. That's what I searched. How did you know? I feel like there'd be a book somewhere, you know? Oh, wait, what is this? What is this? This looks promising. State Road. And it just kind of goes up. And this town is still here. That's why I'm like, okay, the town entirely wasn't entirely removed. But that's promising. That's a start. Maybe up there is Summit. Looks like it becomes like Cleveland Drive or something. 1910, here we go. Oh, okay. That's Peninsula. It'd be up here. Is that it? And this is Maine. This is Boston. Stanford. Dude. Is this it? Is that Maine? Let's compare this to Google Maps. I'll do this and probably I'll take a break after this. Might be done for the night. Boston, Ohio, right? We go here. And then we need to like tilt it somehow. I don't know if there's a way to tilt it. But I think the big idea, right, is that you zoom out a little bit. You got Main Street coming up straight, right? It's a little more of an angle than I would expect. Where's the canal? The canal, the river, they call it the Ohio Canal, but, or no, wait, there's a big body of water there, isn't there? No, that's just a different county. That's a different county. I'm reading it. Yeah, Cuyahoga. Okay. Cuyahoga River is this guy. I think there actually used to be a road along this trail, it looks like. Like this trail was actually something. And then that explains the angle, right? Like this is the angle of this thing. No, but this is Stanford. What am I saying? I need to turn this. Is there a way to turn it? Block. Like this. Oh, control. Okay. Like this. That's Stanford. And then there's some road that used to go straight up, I guess. Or maybe that's the rail line, or maybe that's something else. It looks like it used to be a road. But that's Stanford, like, river, right? But there's not a river here. What is this? Is this like some sort of like property thing line? I think a big tell would be the river because that's not going to change. So if we're just looking here. Okay, so there's that, and then it goes up. Can we highlight that? No. But it goes around and comes up, goes around, comes up. I think this road, the Riverview Road, is the one that follows. It's like this guy here. And then there's Stanford. This might just be an imprecise map. Either way, we're definitely saving this map. Do I have my phone? I don't. Do I have this? Yes. Okay. Let's see if we can find another one real quick. Old historic map. That's Cleveland. Oh, what is this? I think that's just modern, right? Ooh, is this the one we already saw? I think so. Oh, this is slightly different. I bet it's that guy, right? Right there. Okay. Can we zoom in with this? Boston, 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 Boston. Big zoom out, right? Find the river, orient by the river, orient by the river. There's some big loop it does. Right there, I guess? Like right here. So we're really zoomed out. This is Boston. This is the river. There's some road coming off of it. If I zoom out, that's the road. But then the river does this thing at a different spot. So it's like another, oh wait, right here, right? So maybe that's what that is? I don't know, it does so much. That's the problem. I don't know how accurate this map is. I feel like back then they'd be pretty decently accurate. Like what is this indent anywhere? Is it like here? Is it? There is branches off of it, but I just can't tell with this one. Summit County, 1870. There's Akron, Cuyahoga Falls. It'd be Boston, right? Boston Township. And when is this from? This is from 1874. Damn, this is so bad. Okay, okay. We got something. Peninsula Village is too low. Boston Village is up here. I'm wondering if it's just this. I keep seeing this, but then that has a weird dent in it, which this is such an old map. It probably could just be different. It's more than 100 years old. It's like 200. There's Everett. There's Boston. This looks more like this though, right? Like the Hill Hines Road. And that I would believe. So then is this here Stanford up here? But then they show this, what looks like a river coming down. I guess there's a creek. There's this one. There should be one like right along here. Maybe it's hidden, but I think the idea here is that it's this, right? Like we put these side by side. This is that road here, and then coming up from here, this belly out here is this, right? Doesn't help a lot because I need like a actual map. This is okay. Map of houses in Boston, Ohio, like 1900s. Okay, I don't need that. I need like old. I don't need old maps online though. I just need like before national Cuyahoga. Okay, this is nothing. Images. Okay, this is kind of promising. The problem is, like, once you get out here, there weren't many houses to begin with. So it's not really like an abandoned town. It's like an abandoned section of a town that was much more sparsely populated. I did close the Google map of that, so that's my bad. Boston, Ohio. This is an old one. Again, we have to like orient kind of with the river. Can I just like highlight Cuyahoga River? Yep. It's just so much more curvy than they show it here, right? Is that, but then like it goes this way. So are we just like really low and then like so this is something. This kind of has a good idea of like here's a bunch of houses, you know? There's Everett. Everett was also pretty abandoned. I feel like there'd be some abandoned stuff in Everett. Cuz that's down like here. Yeah. But then again, there's like just churches and there's stuff happening. Problem is all the Helltown stuff is like pre-YouTube. So you'd have to have somebody who had like a really old camera. Ohio, Boston. And now it's being spammed, dude. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I know. This is literally the documentary. It's about Everett. Is it? This guy just clipped a bunch of stuff. What is this guy doing, man? Oh, this looks interesting. Okay, he's up in Brandywine. Nice, he's got some good show me. That's another thing. Is it at the Brandywine side where there's the end of the world sign? Because that would make more sense. Dude, that gives me an idea because you go here. Where are we? Is dinner going to be racing? Okay, okay. I bet it's like right up here, isn't it? Can I put my little guy here? Oh, please. The problem is I'm going up the trailhead. Did we flip perspectives? Did it really just like flip what north is? No. No, it did. Okay, that's great. But I bet this road close. This is one of them. But this looks more like that sign. And then it kind of like bends up. Like if we go from here to... Again, this is different. But I don't think this looks the same as this one.
Sometimes it's very exhausting.
Right? Because it doesn't go up. There's a hill. There's a definite hill here. Problem is I set myself up to be like, oh, it's just a story. Those power lines? Oh, that's cool. Oh, there's like an abandoned bridge, dude. That's sick. I don't think this is here anymore. There was a Reddit post, right? Where the guy was like, the train tracks. The paper mill is gone, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and that's just whatever. Like, this isn't an abandoned house. You can see a guy jogging. Like, they're like, oh my gosh. Was this guy saying the Jate Iron Bridge, something I photographed for years? The track runs alongside where the paper mill used to be and ends just before the bike and hike path. Jate Iron Bridge. Oh, if only it was this easy, right? Oh, dude, is this still here? Oh, wait a minute. Any on the ground stuff nearby? No. Remnants have been removed. Damn. Has the bridge been removed? We can always check. Because we can hike this one day. And then Sunday go up this trailhead. And we can even park like here. Or is this part of it too? Like worst come to worst, we can always like park like here. Or like here and then just walk down this trail to where the old paper mill used to be. But I need to add that to my list of stuff to talk about. Old paper mill, Jade Iron Bridge, JT, Jate. That's what this guy's saying, at least. We'll see. The abandoned railroad tracks go to the burnt down paper plant. The former... Oh, I'm scared. Let's do it. Of course, it's not found. That's great. Well, we can see from here, right, that... the tracks used to run along here. Well, I think they used to run along this way. Maybe. But now it really looks like it's just this and then maybe into here. But we can always kind of go down. Because this is the ski resort. I wonder if we could even like... This looks kind of like marshy, so I don't know if we'd be able to cross. The teacher wrote, "I want to send you to heaven," and then schizo posting. It's the towpath. Yep. Ohio and Erie Canal towpath trail. Ushuaia, Argentina is the end of the world, not this simple road. Of course. Obviously. And then everyone points at this church, but this isn't the one with the upside down cross. I don't understand. No. Oh my gosh, it's Ben Shapiro. Whoa. I kind of want to keep this one just paper mill, iron bridge. Is there anyone else? Can we sort this by oldest? Oh, if you sort by upload date, there are no results. They're walking up the hill. The road's flooded like it does. Oh, is this the barn?
small enough to where we stepped in it and it didn't even hit the top of our shoes.
This was a horror movie, you know something jumping out of here.
Camera.
Waterproof shoes. Right now. Dun.
And
So
there's
apparently
the barn
a,
and the yep.
What do you see?
There's something moving in the woods up there.
Probably an animal.
I would guess a deer.
No.
Bro, these are just boys being boys, bro. In the best possible way. Oh, he's carving his name.
The
He's
first
committing a
video, we
crime.
came here, there was a log cabin. We're on this hill. They tore it down. It's completely gone.
And this is from what,
If we
7
get
years
there
ago?
at Helltown,
7 years ago would literally be like 20.
we are getting back in the car.
17,
We're gonna do some
so.
urban exploration day. If it
8 years
Dang,
ago?
dude.
7 years ago would be 2019.
Careful saying that.
That really
27,
sucks. I'm
2018,
tempted to pull up
2018,
my
what am I
phone and
saying?
show you guys what it looked like right now. The road closed sign. There's Crybaby Bridge over there. All right, guys, I'm gonna get some dope shots and then we can go to Crybaby Bridge. Crab boop. Oh. Bluetooth speaker, but it didn't go.
Wow. Very artistic. Very cool. Dude, it's getting dark.
Okay. And I thought you.
Just boys being boys, man.
The Whipped Ridges is what it's called.
Okay. Bro went there in midnight. It's crazy. There's the barns. This is from 4 years ago, so maybe this would be more recent. But yeah, this is the one I saw where it's like this one's freshly painted. It's the one behind it that's more. I don't know if you can get in it anymore because I think there were a lot of people doing shady stuff. And then there's this barn over here, which I think is still kind of open.
Nothing here, but I thought I saw a structure out that way, but I think I thought wrong.
New subscriber from South Africa. We found a satanic ritual. Is this the same guy? No, it's not.
When we got the GoPro back.
If I fall, you have to not call the police or ambulance, okay?
The tree will catch you.
Everybody's Snapchatting it. I'm like fucking scared as shit. Like,
Oh no.
what happened there?
This is not Helltown. I don't believe it. Yeah. Oh, this looks good. Near Harrison and Belmont County. Where's Belmont County, Ohio? Okay, we're in the same area, generally. It's much more south. But, yeah. Okay, I don't think this is it, actually. But that is where that bus photo comes from, right? Right? In southeastern. Was he the one who got these photos? It's Sewellsville. So that's where that photo's from. Okay. Source of snowy bus photo. Possibly. I'll just say Sewell. Okay. We'll close that. I don't want to see. Is there anything more? 1920s apartment. Okay. Well, I think I'll call it there. And I'll probably be back tomorrow to do some more research and start to put together hopefully like all the big points I want to bring up. And then Wednesday and Thursday, hopefully we can